Welcome back to the deep dive. With all the holiday rush, we wanted to take a moment today and really focus on a powerful moment of human
A
choice.
huge one.
We're looking at Matthew 1:18-24. Now, we all know the story of Jesus' birth, but we're going to put the spotlight on a figure who's often, sort of in the background.
Joseph, the son of David.
Exactly.
And our mission for this deep dive is to get into the incredible pressure Joseph was under. The reading for the fourth Sunday of Advent lays it all out.
It really does.
It starts with Mary betrothed to him, but then she's found to be with child from the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
And that just throws Joseph into this massive crisis.
A crisis of faith, of law, of everything.
A dilemma pitting justice against mercy, absolutely.
Okay, so let's break that down, starting with how he's described in verse 19. It calls him a just man.
And that's so key. Being just in that legal context meant he had to follow the law strictly.
So he had grounds, maybe even an obligation to publicly expose Mary.
Yes, which would have been, just unthinkable for her. Social ruin, completely.
But he doesn't do that.
No, and this is what's so amazing about the text. His sense of justice is immediately met with this incredible compassion. It says he was unwilling to put her to shame.
So the just man makes a choice.
He resolves to send her away quietly. He puts her privacy, her dignity, ahead of public judgment, or even, his own honor.
Which is already a huge decision, but then his quiet, merciful plan gets interrupted.
Right, before he can even act on this agonizing choice, an angel appears to him in a dream.
And the message is so direct. Joseph, son of David, do not fear to take Mary as your wife.
The angel is basically asking him to trade all of his legal certainty, his social standing for blind faith.
And that instruction comes with some pretty crucial information.
Oh, absolutely. It's not just a command. It's a revelation about who this child is. The angel gives two names.
Two names that define the whole thing.
First, he will be called Jesus because, and this is the mission statement, he will save his people from their sins.
That's the action.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the angel connects it all back to prophecy,
Right. He'll also be called Emmanuel.
which the text helpfully tells us means God with us.
So you have the mission, Jesus, and the identity, Emmanuel.
And if you put those two together, you see it. The whole promise of God with us, this divine presence on earth, it all hinges on the very practical, very human decision of an ordinary man.
On Joseph's choice to take Mary as his wife, that's the pivot point.
That's where cosmic prophecy meets daily life.
Which takes us to the climax in verse 24. And what I love is the speed of his response.
There's no debate, is there?
None. It just says, when Joseph woke from sleep, he did as the angel of the Lord commanded him. He took his wife.
After all that anguish, all the risk,
Yeah.
it's just immediate, quiet obedience.
He just does it.
And I think that's a really important point for you to consider. The lesson here is Joseph's move from this internal, compassionate struggle to just immediate action once he gets that divine clarity.
He didn't wait for everyone else to understand or approve.
He just acted on faith. It changed his life in an instant.
So when we put it all together, this deep dive really shows that Joseph's quiet obedience, his choice for mercy over the strict letter of the law, that made him the perfect person for this.
The perfect human agent to fulfill God's promise. He's the link between this huge idea of Emmanuel, God with us, and the simple daily act of taking care of his family.
Of commitment.
Right. And the text makes it clear that this promise of God with us doesn't just rest on big miracles. It rests on the silent, daily, sometimes misunderstood choices of ordinary people. People like Joseph.
It's a powerful thought.
So maybe the question for you is this. What is the one quiet but difficult choice you're considering right now? The one that requires a similar leap of faith, a similar kind of immediate action where you might need that divine direction.
Something to really mull over as you navigate your own decisions today. We'll be back soon with another deep dive into the sources you've shared.